Can you think of the autumn or Halloween season without thinking about pumpkins? I know I can't. So let's make a pumpkin old fashioned, or possibly two. Who doesn't love this time of year? Fall and Halloween are all around us. So many cocktails inspired by the season. I love it. This is the time of year when you get to go to a pumpkin patch and pick your favorite pumpkin and turn it into a jack-o'-lantern.
Night, the great pumpkin rises out of the pumpkin patch.
I love going to pumpkin patches when I can to see all the different pumpkins and the many variations in color and size. Cocktail quiz time. What was the weight of the largest pumpkin grown in the US? Talk to me, Goose. So, I love carving pumpkins and making all sorts of faces with them, but I have never been a huge fan of eating them. But today, that is all about to change. I'm gonna make an old-fashioned with pumpkin flavor that even the British may like. I believe they don't like eating pumpkins, but I may be wrong. Let me know in the comments below if you know. Please subscribe and hit that notification bell. So, here we go. Let's make a pumpkin pie spice old-fashioned. After a little research, I decided to make it two ways. One is a little bit quicker and the other requires a little bit more prep time. So just depending on how much time you have, which one you're gonna wanna try. Or try both.
Both.
Pumpkin spice infused old fashioned ingredients. 2 ounces pumpkin spice infused bourbon, ½ an ounce maple pumpkin spice syrup, 1 to 2 dashes of black walnut bitters, nutmeg, cinnamon stick. All right, let's start making the pumpkin spice infused old fashioned. So this one's a little bit easier, but it requires more prep time. But let's go ahead and start making that. So we're gonna add ½ an ounce of this maple pumpkin spice syrup. I will leave instructions on how to make this below. Man, it smells amazing. Next, we're gonna add 1 to 2 dashes of this black walnut bitters. It really does bring out the flavor. First dash wasn't big enough. Now I'm gonna add 2 ounces of this pumpkin infused bourbon. I did use Buffalo Trace as my base bourbon in this, but I will also have instructions below on how to make this. And this is what requires more prep time to actually make both of these ingredients, but this one taking the longest because this one you have to let infuse overnight. Next, we're gonna add some ice. And we're gonna stir until chilled. And we're gonna strain this into a glass with a large ice. And last but not least, we're gonna add some ground nutmeg. Now you can use fresh nutmeg, I just don't have any available right now. So just a little tap of this on top. And this really does help balance out the drink, so it's important to add this. And there you have it, the pumpkin spice infused old fashioned. Let's start making the second version. I'm calling this the pumpkin pie spice old fashioned. Ingredients for pumpkin pie spice old fashioned. This one does require less prep time, but there is more cleanup to it. You'll see. Ingredients: 2 ounces bourbon whiskey, 1 tablespoon pumpkin puree, ½ ounce maple pumpkin spice syrup, 1 to 2 dashes black walnut bitters, nutmeg, and cinnamon sticks. So this one's gonna be made in a shaker. I know. Making old fashioned shaker sometimes, not heard of. But if you go back, the original old fashioned was made in a shaker.
Shake.
So we're gonna add 1 dollop of pumpkin puree into the shaker. Now we're gonna add the ½ ounce of the maple pumpkin spice syrup. Now if you don't have a lot of time, because this does take time to make, you can actually do a 1/4 teaspoonful of the pumpkin spice directly into this drink, and then you wouldn't have to make this because you just use simple brown syrup with some of this. So just depending on how much time you have. Once again, we're gonna add 1 to 2 dashes of this black walnut bitters. It really does bring out a lot of the flavors in this. I'm now gonna pour in the 2 ounces of this bourbon. You can use any bourbon that you have. I just wanted to finish up this mixture so I can make some room on my shelf. Ooh, just perfect amount.
Perfect.
Perfect.
And have another backup bottle for it already. Next, we're gonna add a handful of ice cubes to this. And shake it with a smile. Now, this one does take a little bit longer on the pour because we do have to double strain it. If not, you'll get a lot of that puree in there. So double strain into a glass with a large ice. And sometimes you can just kind of move it around with the spoon and there, just kind of get that puree to move a little bit and let the rest of it soak out. Once again, we're gonna sprinkle a little bit of this nutmeg on top. As I said, you could use some fresh one and put that on, and it would probably help with some of that taste too. But it is important to add some of this over because it does help balance out this drink, as I said before. A good experiment would be try both of it with and without it, and you'll see what I'm talking about. So there you have it, the pumpkin pie spice old fashioned. Now both of them are supposed to be garnished with a cinnamon stick. I didn't put that on the first one, but let's go ahead and garnish this one with that right now. Cocktail quiz time. What was the weight of the largest pumpkin grown in the US? According to the Guinness Book of World Records, the pumpkin nicknamed Maverick, weighing in at 2,560 pounds, was confirmed on the 10th of October of 2022. And it didn't stop there. It continued on a quest to become the world's heaviest jack-o'-lantern as well. Alright, so now it's time to taste the pumpkin spice infused old fashioned and the pumpkin pie spiced old fashioned. So as we saw, the little bit of differences is with this one a little bit more prep time. I first had to make the pumpkin spice. I now have instructions for that below, which allowed me to make the pumpkin simple syrup, the pumpkin spice simple syrup. Now this is actually pretty easy to make once you have this, but if you don't have enough time and you at least have some pumpkin, because you can buy pumpkin spice at the stores and not have to pre-make one. I thought I had some and then I didn't, so I ended up having to make some, but that's okay. I think it comes out better when you do your own sometimes, you know, get to learn a little bit there.
And knowing is half the battle.
So what you can do instead of making this is use a brown simple syrup, which is what the base of this is. And then in the drink, and for the second one in the drink, you actually add a 1/4 teaspoonful of this into the drink as you're making it. And that'll save you some time, right? Especially if you already have a pre-made one, and most people have a simple syrup in their house. What took me longer is that I had to make this bourbon infused with pumpkin. Now, I used the pumpkin puree. So what I used was a 50% puree, 50% bourbon. My wife says I didn't have to go with that much of the puree. I probably should use the 1/3 of the puree and then 2/3 of the bourbon. It was a pain to strain.
Such a pain in the ass.
I had to strain it multiple times through different types of strainers, and then at the last point I did strain it one last time through a fine strainer. So that is the biggest difference. More prep time and all that did take a little bit longer. However, when I make this drink, the first time I made it, when I put the puree in there and I tried to dump it out and I tried to double strain it, it did take a lot longer because the puree got stuck at the bottom and it was hard to get all the liquid to go through. But enough of that. Let's try to taste these. So here's the one that I made the second time, and this is the one with the infused bourbon. So let's go ahead and go in for that one and try that. You smell the pumpkin. You smell, I mean, it smells like autumn or fall. It smells like pumpkin. It smells great. Let's go in for the first taste. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to do.
This is exactly what I wanted.
I wanted to make that pumpkin taste. Like I wanted you to have that upfront flavor with the spices going through at the end. The nutmeg actually helps, and this is the key that I saw in the beginning is when I tried this without the nutmeg, I didn't have any flavor on the tip of the tongue. I only have from the middle to the back. The nutmeg adds the flavor to the front, so you get flavor from the front to the back of the tongue. Now, this is the one I made the first time, and I did some changes to make this one. And let me taste this, let me go over this, and then I'll tell you why. But let's go in for the taste. And that was the biggest difference with this. This one is very pumpkin forward. This one has a lot more pumpkin flavor to it. And it's because you let it infuse into that bourbon and it covers the whole thing. So you're just not getting little specks of that here and there. This one does taste like pumpkin.
A pumpkin? But a pumpkin?
But a lot more milder. So this one does hit all the criteria. I hit the nutmeg, I hit the pumpkin, I hit the spices at the end, but the pumpkin's very mellow. And if you're a person that doesn't like it very much, if you know, and you want to try this, but you're not a big, you don't love the pumpkin flavor as much, this is probably one you want to do. Plus, it takes less time, right? Now, I said I wasn't a big pumpkin person. I don't really eat it very often. But last year, I actually tried pumpkin pie for the first time, and I rather enjoyed it. So I thought, I'm gonna add on to my list for next year. So that's why I did this. And this is what this tastes more like a pumpkin pie. You get that nice flavor and you get it throughout. Now, both of them are very, very good. Don't get me wrong. I would take either one of these, but in a quick setting, and I just need to make something really quick, try to show somebody how to make it, easy. I do this one, and using the different ingredients, using just a brown sugar instead of the mix, using the pumpkin spice to add into it, and then using the bourbon, right? On this one, this is the one if I'm planning this, I'm having something over the weekend and I have time to get this ready, I would probably pre-batch this and then use this one, and I think people would really enjoy it because you get to taste that flavor throughout. So once again, thank you for joining me down another old-fashioned rabbit hole. Hope you're enjoying this fall season. Looking forward to seeing all these amazing drinks from this time of year. I know Vino from Coach's Vino Progress Bar is in full swing with fall cocktails, so go check him out. If you haven't seen him, I will leave a link to his below. Cheers, my friends. Happy fall.